Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwind, here playing, of course, as Venice. So lots of people are enjoying this so far. I'm glad to see that. This time we're hopefully going to wipe out Serbia and Ep.4. We do have to be a little bit careful that we maintain our alliance network, because almost invariably we're going to be attacked by the Ottomans again. Luckily, everybody seems to like me for the moment. I'm going to need a claim there and other stuff. We could very easily end up in a coalition, so I'll have to be very careful. The Ottomans are in fact expanding again, so they are in fact going to be a threat. We also took over Milan's capital last episode, so we're going to have to core that. It's 280 monarch points. Woo. Yeah, expensive. So we'll do that. We have no manpower at the moment, which is a problem. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait on that. Oddly enough, Zeta here really dislikes us, which is frustrating. We're reasonably stable. Milan is not happy with us, but that's because of unlawful territory is a thing. So let's get a claim on Kosovo. Let's cancel that. Come on. There we go. I'm going to assign this one back to interacting with allies. That way, when the Ottomans inevitably attack me again, hopefully France and Castile will come to my aid, or Poland will arrive to annihilate everybody else. One can hope. Although Poland seems to be having issues with Lithuania at the moment. That's too bad. Durazo, that's here. Why are... Okay, you are in fact converting. So let's do harsh treatment, even though I'm wasting military points just to keep it more stable. We're almost up to our next trade idea. We want. I've been told that considering I am Venice, taking maritime ideas could be really solid. Not sure if I'm going to do that next. I was going to take plutocratic. Looks like the Ottomans have picked a fight with Kandar, the Mamluks, and the Crimea. Or Crimea. How are they doing? 41,000. Okay, so they're winning this war, which is frustrating. The Mamelukes seem unable to hold them off. They just got stacked wipe. That war is going to be over soon. We need to spend money because we have an excess of cash. So let's do that. Let's do that. We unfortunately do not have Miltech 5 yet. Oh, we have Miltech 5, we don't have Miltech 6, which would be the most useful one. For getting more manpower, at least. We have Serbian separatists, apparently. This army I could use to repress rebels, though. I think that should stop them. Yes, okay. And Durazo is almost converted, and we almost have a claim on Ep.4. And then we also have Albania as an ally. See, the danger I see is that, well, first of all, this is a problem. The danger I see is that the Ottomans don't attack me, they in fact attack Albania, and Albania gets annihilated. These guys are going to rise up in Milan. So let's place troops in Milan for them to rise up against. We should win this, but it's going to be relatively close. A lot of this game is going to be relying on mercenaries, I've noticed. I suspect we're going to be using quite a few of them. So we can do religious unity there. Should, yep, make that reasonable. The Razo has been converted, so we can stop that edict. We are also going to convert it to Venetian, because otherwise I'm just going to have endless rebellions from the Albanians. Okay. Stratioti or whatever. We got some nice manpower army traditions, which is cool. Of course, all that manpower is going to go immediately, immediately to funding rebuilding our army. We're losing our great power status. That's unfortunate. We have high income, not what we need. Let's do nothing. Actually, let's spend some admin points. Can we spend more? No, that looks like it. I just want to see if it's possible for me to stay as a great power, but I'm not going to be unhappy if I lose it either. We've got a claim on Epirus now. Let's do that. We ideally want to get most of this land under our control. Although beating the Ottomans is going to be key. We're going to have to pretty much, to get the Venetian Sea, have to just release all of the current vassals, which is going to suck. All this land we're going to have to release as vassals. But that's the way it goes, so I will do that when the time comes. There's been a small patch since I recorded the last one. I figure I should toss that out there. Essentially, it makes it impossible for you to have 100-year-old rulers as Doges of Venice, which was apparently, not that I knew it, a bug that could occur with the most recent patch. So let's swiftly wipe these guys out. Yeah, we'll leave one there, and we will go finish. Or we won't finish off everything because apparently we don't have military access. Yep. Wrong one. We want to send the army, not the single one division. That's all good. That's all good. That's all good. Somebody asked me if I was going to colonize as Venice. I don't think so, but we'll see. It's not very productive to colonize as Venice. I'll probably do some charter companies because those are actually very valuable. If I can get away with it. Curious if I can charter a company from the Mamelukes. Oh, I need a colonial range. Okay. So I need to get greater colonial range, which I'll get by just leveling up Diplo power, Diplotech. I'm glad we've got a good general. Making life a lot easier. Okay, our forts are good. Can't build the dock yet. Can do that. We're gonna refuse the cardinal nephew. Otherwise we offend everybody. Still over relations because we have yet to annex these guys. Can we do that yet? We are barely even on Diplo reputation, so probably not. Let's get the next merchant. And we will stick this one in Constantinople. So it should encourage the amount of trade we're pulling towards the end node. Plus we can boost our center of trade higher now because we have another merchant. We can get some more level 3s. Of course we have to save a ton of money for that, but considering we're making 15 gold a month, we're not doing too bad. Don't think we have to upgrade, yeah, so we should be good. Kosovo's gonna fall. The big reason for Kosovo, of course, is this gold mine. And we want as many gold mines. The Mamelukes are still fighting on, which is interesting. The Ottomans have more troops, and in fact have gained manpower during the war. That's a problem. We're going to see a very resurgent Ottomans here. They're already snuck back up to 3rd. I don't think I can vassalize these guys now because I own core provinces of theirs. I'd like to take them out, but Not possible. Serbian separatists. Can't do anything about that at the moment, really. Okay, that's fallen. So let's take Epirus's capital. There we go. Shouldn't offend too many people. Boost that. Obviously, we're going to have to convert it all at some point. And there's Kosovo. Under our control. Yes, there's a chance of a coalition. I don't think it's going to be that large, though. Looks like it's mainly Hungary that could want us dead. Problem is, of course, this province that we own is also a core of the Ottoman Empire. So that's a threat to be aware of. How's our trade league doing? We've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in it. Plus our alliance now. We should be relatively safe. There we go. Try and repress all the rebels if possible. It's nice that you can spread out their occupying force over an area now. Interesting. So we can have a random ruler gain the throne. Let the lottery decide. Or we can elect the nephew, who's a 9. Or a 10, actually. This guy is much higher, but will lose Republican tradition. So it's like we're going to go with lottery again. We got the worst of the options, but it's still a 9 monarch, so I will take it. He is 73, so he won't live for long. I was curious to see how having the dynasty would actually help. It can help a little bit, but not as much as I'd like. Honestly, the republicanism would probably be more useful. Let's discover land of the Mamelukes. And no, we cannot charter a company. A little bit annoyed we can't charter a company. Oh, that can be assigned to a trade company. Okay, so they might not even be able to assign it to a trade company. Which makes sense, really. It really should only be the coast of Africa and India that you can do that with. Who are we losing as an ally? Albania. Okay. Well, that's going to suck. Poor Albania is going to get annihilated by the Ottomans. But it will free up a diplomatic relation slot. So I can't say I'm terribly angry about it. Because obviously, even though we have half-decent other stuff, our Diplo income could be better. Still unrest in Serbia. Ah, that means nothing. Okay, it's these provinces. We'll offend our vassal in exchange for manpower because that's something we can do because our vassal is relatively minor. Okay. There's the Serbian separatists, and our army is already on their way to repress them. I might actually combine a couple of these infantry guys. Ooh. That was the wrong button. My bad. That was definitely the wrong button to hit. I meant to combine 1 or 2 regiments. I ended up combining the vast majority of my army. I could theoretically attack these guys, but then I'd annoy Austria, and we don't want to do that. We do support the second reform, as a matter of fact. But I think it's going to be far too late for any other reforms to pass. However, we have deprived the Ottomans now of a decent amount of land. They did take some land from the Mamelukes, which is a problem. Poland is kind of struggling up here. Poor Lithuania is having trouble. Pretender rebels. That's the one thing I don't like about the Poland-Lithuanian Commonwealth, is the fact that you can get pretender rebels all the time. On the other hand, our army is in good shape. We have a lot of mercenaries. We have a lot of mercenaries relative to our army size. We could probably boost it a little higher. So let's get rid of you and get another mercenary on the field. Oh, there are 2 mercenaries. Okay. Since we have a large income relative to our size, it's much more useful for us to use this. There is the war I saw coming. The Austrians have in fact joined to try and defeat the Ottomans, which is not going to end well for Austria. 29,000 versus 38,000. They don't have Skanderberg. It's all over for Albania, which sucks. Yes, move there so that way I don't lose troops every month, because that would be annoying. Yeah, I can't suppress that. We'll just suppress all of that then. We could upgrade Milan's center of trade 1 level. Yes. We've got quite a few centers of trade going here. These guys could be invited to a trade league, so I should do that. Oh wait, they're already in a trade league. That's what it was, Ragusa. On the other hand, if I were to attack these guys, if they weren't allied, I could end up fighting Ragusa. Yeah, I'll let you have military access, but you're just gonna get wiped out. Poor Austria. Poor Austria, poor Albania. At least the Venetian Balkans are looking good, right? Progress. However slow. It's a little annoying we can't do sortition down here. So we're going to probably do... since our rulers rule for life, we're stuck with consolidation of power, which is okay. We have in fact offended Albania further, which is okay. We are going to get a mill tech, which is wonderful, because now we can put out barracks. And we are going to take a missionary advisor, which also will be wonderful. Now these provinces that we have that are not Catholic will actually get converted at a reasonable rate. Because we doubled down into religion, so we're going to have to take religious ideas at some point. I hate not having more idea groups, but that's the way it goes. This guy hopefully will die reasonably soon and we can get a better ruler on the throne, but he's not a bad one to start off with. With the addition of Milan into our empire, we're in much better shape than we were. Let's see, you're a better general. We have a bonus towards everything. I didn't actually catch what that was, probably something related to our government. I really need to slow down and read those, don't I? We can actually attack Switzerland. Can we afford to attack Switzerland? Does not appear so. Darn. I kind of want to attack Switzerland because once the HRE events fire and I'm forced to leave the HRE because I'm not going to stay in it, we're going to have the whole issue of that I won't be able to invade the HRE again. I would really like Südtirol here, but oh well. I'm pretty much definitely going to have to do a throwaway save just to get this achievement of Venetian Sea. So I'll let you guys know when we get closer. Our ruler has died. All of these people to be elected are good except for this guy. Okay. traders are in charge. That's fine. 551. I'm good with that. Issue for us is that the guilds are feeling a little bit neglected in our current country. But hopefully that will work out. Milan is no longer a valid rival, so we can... Let's rival the Ottomans since they hate us anyhow. We can boost favors with France, not with Castile. However, Austria hates us. Yeah, that's a problem. On the other hand, they're going to like us a little bit more now because we're enemy of rival, or enemy of enemy. Albania is somehow holding on for the moment. Not that that's going to last very long, but you never know. Yeah, they keep losing those fights. The Ottomans are just very strong early on. These guys have been annexed. We do not need those troops, so let's get rid of it. There we go. I will take the ships, however. Stick those in our fleet. Let's get a diplomatic advisor. That way my diplomatic reputation is not so bad that everybody says, why in the world would we ever help these guys? Now, does anybody know, and I'm going to toss this out here, how useful having high mercantilism is for our rulers, for a merchant republic? I know it does boost trade power and embargo efficiency. I'm just wondering how much of a difference it would make for my income right now. I'm also going to issue these embargoes. Who's the other rival I have? Denmark, of all people. Okay, well, we can easily rival Denmark. Or embargo them. We want to stay on this lovely 50 power projection, if we can. We are 8th ranked great power, so we're barely in here. We're going to have to be a little bit careful of that. Milan is thinking about revolting again. I wish to discourage you strongly. Alas, that doesn't work with the game usually. So I should probably repress those rebels. Well, we're in good tech shape. That's something small and positive. Right now I would legitimately just be fighting the Ottomans, but no one else would help. In fact, everybody likes the Ottomans, which is kind of disgusting at this point. Considering none of them will ally the Ottomans, but they all hate the Ottomans, but they won't attack the Ottomans. Same thing like Hungary here is enemies with the Ottomans, yet there's no chance of a war. Let's boost trade range, because that boosts our force limit, or should. Probably have to go to another tab and back. No, it doesn't actually boost it that much. Really? I guess it was that far over my force limit? Oops. My bad. Didn't notice that. Let's get some more manpower coming out. We can't ever compete with monarchies and everyone else for pure manpower, but at least we won't be as far behind. Okay. We got 7 years till the next reform. Keep making as much money as we can. We're actually 3rd in Diplo, 5 in admin, and 5th in military, which is amazing. We have a claim on the Ottomans provinces. Local leaders of our Serbs, because that actually raises some peace in Serbia, which is cool. We don't really want to improve the Balkans if we can avoid it. Ideally, I'd want 1,000 gold, or is it 1,000 or is it 2,000? 1,000, so we can actually upgrade. Probably Verona first, then Istria, or maybe Milan. I'm not sure yet. Just to get more trade power in that node. We have 74 of it. We get 18 gold from trade alone, which is what we want. We steer quite a bit of it. It's too bad we don't actually have any of the VN trade node up there. But that's just the way it goes. What is our trade share in Constantinople? It is 16. Our trade share in Alexandria is 21. Any of these guys would do. That guy's terrible. I don't think they gave me the terrible one, so must be another related one. Anyhow, 9 ruler, not bad. I think on that note, that will be a good stopping point. So we're going to have quite a few. It's interesting how many elections we're going to have, because it pretty much means Republican tradition bonuses are entirely useless for us. So I'm not going to actually do what I normally do as a Republic and actually try and get Republican tradition, because there's no point to it. So thank you guys all for watching. If you guys have any advice, please leave it in the comments. We're going to have, at some point, a fight between a 300 development Venice and a 500 development Ottomans. Hopefully we can win that. They have already gone quantity, though. Yeah, I don't think we're going to win it. But hopefully if our allies come to the aid, France in particular, Castile would also be useful, that there might be a shot of us winning. Poor Poland over here is having tons of problems. In fact, Poland's going to, if they're not careful, lose this union over Lithuania, which means then they're useless. So we'll see how that goes. Anyhow, thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.